Hey, Mary, funny to see you here. What have you been up to?
Well, we're trying to legalize marijuana in Minnesota.
You gotta come over to my place. We gotta talk. Know what is NORML?
NORML is the National Organization to Reform Marijuana Laws, and interestingly enough, it's been around since 1970.
That is interesting. I did not know that.
Yeah, so this isn't a new movement. 1970, I want to say 3, actually NORML took a lead role in the decriminalization of marijuana in 13 states. Including Minnesota, and then kind of fell off with the war on drugs and Ronald Reagan, and yeah.
And now there's a chapter here in Rochester. And what are you guys trying to get out there to our community?
Well, we're trying to get out, first of all, like the safety of marijuana versus alcohol. They're both intoxicating substances.
Yep.
One is safer than the other. Yeah.
One's just legal. That's not
yeah. One is legal, one is not.
Yeah. And why do you think, and NORML think, that marijuana should be legalized? What are some of the reasons behind it?
Well, the main thing is the spending on the war on drugs. We spend billions and billions of dollars every year in fighting drug users, people that are harming themselves, not harming anyone else. Mm-hmm. And in fact, we spend that money all over the world to fight the war on drugs.
Hey, stoners and friends. I bet you're wondering why I'm sitting in front of the camera talking to you. Yes, you. It's because I got something to tell you. Canna Fest, November 15th at Whiskey Bones. A festival that, with music, art, and poetry to end Prohibition. That's right, we're ending reefer madness. With live performances from John Wayne and the Pain, Vegetable Men, Oliver Books, Spicoli and surprise guests, J-Law, D-Boss, only at Whiskey Bones, 21 plus. Don't miss your opportunity.
That's right, people. Come in, get your tickets, go to the NORML website, go to Sacred Heart. Sorry. So what is the Rochester chapter's main focus?
Well, we really want to work with the community instead of against the community. Our main focus is to educate and influence. We've been working with the sheriff's candidates on a questionnaire with a broad range of questions, but we do include drug policy in there and policies for enforcement. There is a voter's guide coming out from Minnesota NORML that is covering all of the races throughout the state and where they stand on legalization, medical, recreational, not at all.
So you can kind of understand where your community is lying at in terms of it.
Yeah, and they're giving each candidate a grade, in A, B, C, D,
yep.
Or you fail because you don't support us at all.
Gotcha.
But really, at this point, it's education and it's creating partnerships within the community.
The medical community, the law enforcement community,
right?
The everyday person.
Yeah.
Wants to smoke weed without worrying about the illegal use of it.
Yeah, because we don't want to legalize it for kids. It's
Thank goodness.
It's for the responsible use by adults. It's ending this ridiculous prohibition.
Mm-hmm. And I know one of the so your template that you're sort of trying to model it after is Colorado.
Right. Colorado, actually there's a campaign that Colorado thought out. It took years to implement to get to recreational. And we actually don't refer to it as recreational. We refer to it as personal. Because people use it for all sorts of reasons. They use it for religious reasons. They use it for medical reasons. They use it like you use alcohol.
Yep.
But there's actually a really good book that lays that forth, and it's called Marijuana is Safer, So Why Are We Driving People to Drink? And that kind of lays forth, stepping into the medical community, getting it more widely accepted, and then moving into the personal use and the tax and regulate for economic purposes.
Perfect. I know you guys are doing a couple other things for the community through this chapter, which is like feed those in need.
Yeah.
Which I think is important to let people know.
Yeah, one of the things when we started this chapter 6 months ago, one of the things that was really important to the leadership team was that we have an image in the community, have a presence in the community that's not just we want pot.
Yeah.
We help every month with Feed Those in Need at the Creative Salon. And our operations coordinator, Jim Fricker, heads that up. We also did a little bit better back in April, and some of our leaders are doing the polar plunge this winter.
Ooh, okay.
That's what I said. I'll take pictures.
And where can people go to just find out that this isn't as taboo as we think?
Our website is great. There's some links on there. Otherwise, that book, Marijuana is Safer, So Why Are We Driving People to Drink? It just lays it out. I'm not a nonfiction reader, but that book was probably one of my favorites ever. Lots of good information.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep.